Marcus, good afternoon to you. It's not a very good afternoon, actually. It's pouring down, but it's nice to see you.
Hello, I'm Marcus Alton, the editor of the tribute website brianclough.com, and in the second part of Magic Maverick, you'll hear more wonderful stories from Terry Curran, one of Cloughie's early signings at Nottingham Forest. Terry reveals how he perfected his Cloughie impersonation and how the master manager caught him giving a team talk in the dressing room, Cloughie style.
When he was on TV, when he came across, you can see why people think he was arrogant, but he would never like that in real life with us. You know, I mean, if one of the lads had turned around and say something about why they weren't playing or why we should be doing this, and he would listen to him, right? And you'll have heard it.
Yeah.
He'd let everybody talk, or whoever it was, he'd let him talk, and then he'd turn around and say, like Martin once said to him one day, he said, "Boss, why am I in reserves?" He says, "Because we haven't got a 13 young man."
Yes.
You know, but he was kind-hearted and he did everything for players. And he always looked after the wives and everything else like that, you know.
Yeah.
But he turned around and, after you'd said something, he turned around and said, "Because I'm the boss and that's what matters, and it's me what will win a European Cup, or
Yes.
they'll win an FA Cup or a league title, and you'll be thanking me years down the line, lads." And everything he said turned out right.
I've got to say
Brilliant.
that is a brilliant impersonation as well. You've got that off to a T now. That's really...
I'll tell you why I got it off to it. Just one second. I'll tell you why I got it off to a T. We used to have a meeting in the boardroom on a Friday morning.
Yeah.
And I got away with murder, so the lads would wind me up to take him off. Right? And so we're in there after training now, past 12, and I'm giving like a team talk, doing Clough and Martin and Rob will be saying to me so-and-so. And they knew they got one of the lads out there waiting, and they waited to see him come out of the office coming down.
Yeah.
And then he must have sneaked back in. "Go on, T. It's going to be another half an hour. Take him off to a team talk," and then he'd come in like brilliant. I mean, he started laughing.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
"Sit down, young man.
Yes.
There's not another manager like me." You know, brilliant, absolutely.
And that's not the only football impersonation you'll hear. Terry recalls the time his manager at Southampton, Laurie McMenemy, invited the former Liverpool boss Bill Shankly into the dressing room at Everton.
And he says to Shanks, he said, "Bill, who's the greatest player you've seen?" And Shanks, Shanks, Tom Finney's the greatest player I've seen in my life. Tom Finney, the best player I've ever seen in my life. Right, Alan Ball and all them all the Southampton lads in the dressing room, and he turns around and he says to Bill Shankly, he said, "I've seen him do things in training would take your breath away, but Tom Finney couldn't do."
And he's referring to you.
And he said, he pointed and he said to me, Shanks, he said, "You must be some player, boy." And then after the game, he came up to me, he said, "He's right, you can play football."
In the next episode, you'll also hear more about the football principles Terry learned under Clough and how they're still relevant today.
Listen, football changes, make no mistake. Everything changes. We change as people. Cars are different. Look at the pictures today. The principle is the same. The major people, what with major trophies, is ball on the floor, play with a tempo, look to go forward. Not sideways, not backwards, not long. Yet, you could use a long ball or a long pass when it gives you the advantage.
Yeah.
Not when you put it to corners to try and win the second ball. The principles have never, ever changed. Clough believed in getting the ball down, playing with the tempo, working out to get it back. And he used to say to us, the bad teams will give you the ball back because they won't have the composure on the ball.
Right.
So everything he took now, everything what Guardiola and them's doing now, Clough did years ago.
Yes, there's lots more of an interview you won't want to miss, as Terry recalls the behind-the-scenes emotion of his departure from the City Ground.
When they agreed the fee, and this again, Marcus, I'm not bothered what anybody else thinks, he got a tear in his eye. He said to me, I was in his office with Ken Smales, and the little tears were coming down. He said, "You'll regret the day you'll leave me because I will win a European Cup." But he told a lie because he won 2.
There's no doubt the Magic Maverick still looks back fondly at his time playing for Brian Clough and says his former boss even tried to re-sign him. I hope you can join me in the next episode for more memories of the great man in the green jumper.